Hey guys, it's Ashley, and today I have a new video for y'all. It's been a while, I know, but I'm finally getting to the point where I can edit my videos again. Some of you probably don't know this, but honestly, probably none of you know this because I don't have many followers because I'm still starting out and everything, but I had some computer issues at the beginning of the year. My storage went out on me because I'm one of those people who, I'm editing my videos, so I have a lot of footage, I have a lot of pictures, I have a lot of art on my computer, and so it was just too much for it. And so I had to take some time off. Conclusion that, not a lot of people know, or not a lot of, per se, artists. Well, I can't really say not a lot of artists know this, but when you're picking out color, usually, anybody can pick out whatever they want, and be fine. But there is kind of like a pattern that you want to stick by when you're picking out colors for, let's say, a watercolor palette, is that you want to make sure that, because each color obviously is either in the cool spectrum or the warm spectrum. And so when you're picking out colors, I'm just jumping right in, y'all, but when you're picking out colors, you want to make sure you have a warm color, or you want to make sure you have a warm and a cool color of that color. So let's just start out with yellow. So let's look at these two colors. So we have Indian yellow, and then we also have Azo yellow, or Azo. I can't talk, y'all. Everyone knows this. I just can't talk for nothing. But anyways, so we have these two colors here, and as you can see, we have a warmer yellow. It kind of looks orange, and then we also have a cooler yellow. And so this has more of like, a cooler tint to it. So when you're picking out colors, you want to make sure that you have, so what I'm trying to say here is that when you have a warm and a cool color, you can mix any color that you ever want. These ones. So we've got Pyrrol Red. Guys, I can't talk. Oh my gosh. I have two accents that go together. So I have a Maine accent because my parents were both from Maine, and I grew up in Texas. So we got those y'alls and things, and then, just can't talk. I can't talk. I may be 25, but I can't talk. Anyways, I got sidetracked. So we have Alizarin Crimson here, and I think it's upside down because I'm filming on, and then we've got Pyrrol Red, and as you can see, we have a warmer tint and a cooler tint. And so this plays out really well when you're mixing colors as well, because when you mix, a cool and a cool, you get a brighter color. If you mix a warm and a warm, you get a more neutral color. And so that's, that's important, obviously. So now we've got our blues. So we've got Prussian blue and Ultramarine blue. As you can see, one is cooler and one is brighter. But anyways, you get the gist. You get the gist. So we've got these, and I do recommend these as a watercolor palette if that's what you're going for. You can use this for any kind of palette, like your oil paint over here. So I'm going on another tangent, y'all, but if you want to start with oil paint, the three most important colors, I just bought these because I needed them because I was running low, is yellow ochre, ultramarine blue, and we got burnt sienna. And you also got your white, and alizarin crimson is good. And honestly, you're good to go with these colors. Like, anything is possible if you just believe. That's one of my favorite quotes. Anyways, let's get back to it. We also have our greens. So, we got the Pathio, These are two, you know, the bright one and then the warmer one. And yeah, it's just, it works pretty well. Let's see. These colors are kind of the same, but you know, we've got sepia and burnt sienna. Sepia is more of like a brown, while burnt sienna has more of like a orange tint. To it. So as you can say, you know, brighter and warmer and brighter. Yeah, because this will have more of like a purple undertone, and while this one's more, no, well, purple is kind of like a warm color. Huh. Anyways, y'all you get my drift, and if you want a purple, go get a Doxia. The lighting is so much better over here. Why didn't you do this in the first place? I don't know. Okay. So anyways, y'all, so now that I've talked about, you know, the two colors that you should be putting on your watercolor palette, now I'm going to show you the 20 best colors. Well, I can't say 20 best colors because I love, like, it depends on what kind of artist you are, because if you do a lot of flowers, you might want more pinks, and if you do more landscapes, you might want blues and things. And so it's not really that important. But anyways, I'm just going to show y'all. So I made a watercolor palette. All right, y'all. So as in talking with like color theory, I feel like it's appropriate to do some swatches for y'all. Here's my brush. I really love this brush. This is a really nice brush. Okay. Got my notes over here. So we talked about warm and cool colors, but we didn't really talk about like the color wheel. The color wheel. So let's make a mini one. So we got our Azo Yellow here. So I want to talk about the primary colors, as a lot of you are probably familiar with the primary colors. So these are our primary colors. And basically, you mix colors, so you mix the colors to make secondary colors. So this will be an orange. This will be a green. So now these three colors on the outside are called secondary colors. And so complementary colors are the colors that are across from it on the color wheel. Now these colors, so it's green and red, orange and blue, and purple and yellow. And these colors, you mix these ones to get like a gray color. So I'm gonna do that. So these two, we've got, where do I put this? Let's put it over here. And when you mix these colors, you can even, you know, you add a certain amount of color to each color to, I'm barely making sense, y'all. If you can understand what I'm talking about. So you can add like more color, less color, to make different pigments of each color. See, on this one, I think I added more red than green. And then, you know, obviously we have the colors that are similar to each other on the color wheel. And these are called, these are complementary colors that make up these muted colors. And you can use this when you want to dull down a color. So for say, you know, the sky, it's more darker. You know, you can add a little bit of orange to it and you get a beautiful gray. And I didn't even know I could make this color. Like these two together, that's like a good brick. Anyways, I made the perfect palette. Is in my if I'm giving this palette to a beginner, this is what I would put in it. So I did make a huge old swatch of colors, and this is a quick glance of what I'm going to talk about. And I've already talked about some of these colors already, as you know, I was comparing the colors. But let's just get started. So I have already put some colors down, and I'm in like this, the light is changing, so I apologize. So anyways, so I picked out like the 10, I can't say that I picked these out because I was kind of following M. Graham Watercolor, Mind of Watercolor on YouTube. I really love this guy. He's just amazing. And he's actually the one who got me to buy the M. Graham watercolors because I was using the cotton Winsor & Newton colors. Just a little palette I got from my mom. She got it for me. It was on sale. And so I started out with that. And then I found Mind of Watercolor when I was in college. And I was just so in love with his landscapes and things that he was doing. And so I went out and got like a set. But now he has his own set with M. Graham. And I don't have, there's only like a few colors that I don't have. But I kind of improvised with myself with the collection that I have. And I kind of like balanced off of that as well. But anyways, I came up with 10 colors. And so I'll show you those colors. And then I want to show you the colors that I picked out beyond those colors. So we're just going to start out with yellow, obviously. So with yellow, we have our like lemon yellow, which is Azo Yellow. I'll put these in the description as well. So we got a bright yellow. And then we have our Indian yellow, which is M. Graham. And I also have a Daniel Smith, Naples yellow. Now this with Pyrrol Red. So we've got Pyrrol Red here. And I also have Quinacridone Rose. And then I also threw in Permanent Alizarin Crimson, because this, you know, is the other color. And those are M. Graham, by the way. You can tell by the packaging of it, or the packaging. So I also wanted to include just a pink because my mom wants to do a lot of like roses and flowers and things, or I know she's going to want to do those. And so I wanted to make sure that I had a color in here that would work perfect for her, even though, you know, your mixing colors as well would be good. But I'm trying to think smartly, because, you know, I am giving this to my mom. And so I pulled out Rose Madder Permanent by Daniel Smith. And I feel like this will be a really good color to add in there. So I took out Yellow Ochre to put this in there. Now let's go to our blues. And I added a few different blues into here because, you know, I was just like, why not? You know, you need to do what you need to do. And sometimes when you want to get colors right, you know, these colors are going to be really good for that. So I'm already running out of breath, y'all. Okay, so we got our Ultramarine blue, which is very important. This is a really good color. And we also have our Prussian blue, which is a darker shade of blue. And I also wanted to add Cerulean. This is Daniel Smith. This is really good for skies. Or I've learned, so I used to love just using ultramarine blue for skies, but I found out if I mix these two colors, I just come up with the perfect sky color. And so we've got Cobalt blue and then Cerulean blue. And so I'm adding these to the palette as well because I just feel like these are really good colors. And yeah, Daniel Smith as well. Let's see, now we got some purple. So I have two purples here. I have the Dioxazine purple, and this is just an overall really good purple. And then I had this color in the big tube, and I thought, you know, why not? My mom loves purple, and she loves a lot of things. So here's the Wisteria from Daniel Smith. Trying to focus this is like, maybe I'll do like a little insert with the focusing. Okay, now we got the greens. So let's start with our Azo Green. We have a Azo Green here. This is really good. We have a Sap Green, which is an amazing color. This is really good. And then we also have an enzyme. Y'all, I told you I can't talk. This is Azo Green. And this is kind of like a nickel color. It's very, it's a green, but it's kind of like a yellow green. And, but this is really good as well. I really like this color. So now let's go to our neutrals, like ground colors. And so firstly, let's do we got burnt sienna. This is one of my all-time favorite colors. I never thought I would say this in my life, but I absolutely love burnt sienna. I use burnt sienna a lot for like underpaintings. And so I really love using burnt sienna as like underpaintings and just other things. And so it's just a really great color. I also have transparent red iron oxide here. And this is just an overall great color as well. It's kind of, you know, obviously it's more brighter than the sepia. The sepia is more brown and this one's more orange, burnt sienna. Now this is the sepia, and the sepia is more purple, while the transparent red iron oxide is more orange, and then our burnt sienna is more of a greenish brown. And then lastly, we have a neutral tint. And so that is the palette that I created. And yeah. So I just want to show y'all some swatches that I've been doing with these colors. Just to show how far like the colors can go. So I've mixed these with, these ones are with Azo Yellow. Or Buddy, I am trying to make a video here. So here are some, I just mixed these with yellow, the first yellow. You can see we got a lot of muted colors here, which is good. Or muted to pastel-y colors, they're brighter. And then I did these last night. So we've got Indian yellow here. And then I also did Pyrrol Red. So it's going to come out with some really good colors. So I'm really excited about this palette. But yeah, it's going to be amazing. And I might use this palette too. I'll probably make one. Yeah.